From Up North News, I'm Pat Kreitlow. Let's unpack the news with some headlines, commentary, and perspective for this Wednesday, June 10th. The coronavirus stats for today again show positive tests in the 2 to 3% range of all daily tests, another 285 positive cases of COVID-19 in Wisconsin, 10 more lives lost, bringing that toll to 671. There have been 45 deaths in just the past 7 days because of the outbreak. Coronavirus is what prompted lots of drama around the April elections in Wisconsin, and today the State Elections Commission is debating whether to send absentee ballot applications to nearly 3 million voters so that people can vote at their convenience and in the safety of their homes. And yes, we said all of this almost 3 weeks ago, but remember there was a catch. The commission, made up of 3 Democrats and 3 Republicans, still had to agree on what the mailed ballot applications would say. And if they deadlock on that point, well, many more people are likely going to end up waiting in lines to vote on November 3rd. That debate was still going on as we set up for this visit, so keep an eye on our website for the latest. Well, school boards in Madison, Milwaukee, and elsewhere are looking at ending the practice of having police officers assigned to schools. Now, don't get ahead of what the debate is all about here, because frankly, there are a lot of bad faith arguments being made that this would lead to chaos in some schools, just as similar straw men are being propped up in saying all those folks in the streets want anarchy and lawlessness, and they are insulting your intelligence to think you'd believe that that's what all of these Americans want when they're protesting against racism and police violence. When in fact the whole reform movement being pushed right now at a faster speed in the wake of George Floyd's death is basically what a lot of police have been asking for years. They want to investigate crime and prevent crime, but preventing crime, it doesn't mean they want to be drug counselors, but they end up dealing with addicts who aren't getting help elsewhere. They didn't ask to be mental health care professionals, but a lack of resources elsewhere means that a whole lot of people don't get the help they need until they've done something that may make them a threat to others. Cops didn't necessarily ask to be social workers, counselors, or play a host of other roles that have become necessary because politicians found it more fulfilling to put money into prisons and weapons and so-called tough-on-crime penalties instead of the things that could really be effective at keeping people from becoming victims of crime or criminals themselves. So in Madison, the school district won't get rid of the police until they reach a staffing goal of counselors, social workers, nurses, and other essential support staff to help kids before they get into more trouble. This movement you see in the streets is what some cops have been talking about for a long time. It's about putting your tax dollars where they'll do the most good, not just what makes a politician feel good. We'll unpack the news again tomorrow, and our reporters will follow these stories and much more over at UpNorthNewsWI.com. I'm Pat Kreitlow.